Hello and welcome to Indie Comics CreatorCon. I am Jamie Jones, cartoonist and program director for this convention, which is a weird thing to be doing. We, this year, took a stance to make panels that mean something, topics that could lead to actionable advice for creators new and old. This is the Jamie Mahdi Power Hour. Two artists to the death. Dueling it out.
Yes.
While two idiots talk about it.
There you go.
This is what we're doing. So the goal, the idea, the thing that I wanted to do was have two artists of very different styles come in and draw a panel, draw a prompt that is secret, that they do not know what it is. And then Mahdi and I will comment and talk about their process while they're actually working on it. How are they putting out a panel? How are they going about actually making something?
Because being unqualified is always a good thing to do when you're talking about art.
I mean,
that's the problem.
People have made careers out of it.
That's what we're doing now.
That's what we're doing now.
All right.
So,
in one corner, we have superhero alumni, Image Comics, Bear Pirate Viking Queen, artist Jonathan Marks Barravecchia. Give it up.
And in the other corner, we have caricature expressionado Massimo, the Turbo Hawk himself.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, there's a line behind you. Do not step behind that line, for you will not be on camera. But you won't be, because you'll be right here, drawing. So, here we are. Here we go. The secret prompt.
Do you have a pen?
Oh, yeah, we'll grab pens,
Hey,
guys.
marker.
There's a black one over there. If somebody wants to grab it, it's by my, you can throw it up here. Thank you. That'd be great. Cool. There's also a slew of pens, if you all need, right here.
Different sizes?
To the death.
Different weights.
Different, I need a different line weight. I need
Yes,
a different
yeah, well, we've got the stuff. We've got the things.
Oh, wow.
All right. Should we talk about, we have a secret prompt from indie comics darling, Michelle Fife.
Yes.
Just came in, hot off the presses,
Please.
this morning, actually. So
what is the prompt?
the secret prompt. I'll wait for the preparation of the man, the myth. I'll open it up. When you start, I'll open it up and we'll get able to do the thing. All right, the secret prompt from Michelle Fife. Thank you, Michelle. You're a lovely man. Go by Cobra. Is
Death of Cobra in stores now.
Death of Cobra in stores now through Image
Subscription
Comics.
through, yeah.
All right. A wizard fights off entropy personified. Allowing a battle-scarred Birdman to begrudgingly escape.
Oh, God.
Are you ready? That was a lot. That's his biggest one, and I was like, that's hilarious.
That's gross.
So, we have two guys, the minds of titans.
How many of these do we do?
Oh, just one.
Okay. that is a lot.
No, it's a lot.
I already forgot the prompt.
A wizard fights off entropy personified while a Birdman flies away.
All right.
Are you ready?
Do it.
On your marks, get set.
I'm so sorry,
Go.
Johnny. I'm so sorry.
So we pulled these guys in literally 30 minutes ago. They don't think they knew what was going on, and that's kind of what I wanted it to be.
And
we knew what we were going to do,
Yes.
but they did not know what they were going to do until the last minute.
Astute, Jamie Jones, astute. Here we have two different methods. You see, the Turbo Hawk is starting right off the bat, thinking on the page. Meanwhile, Jonathan Marks seems to be in a state of meditation. He is taking it all in.
Is it meditation or is it boyish copying?
Copy.
Or perhaps it is entropy incarnate.
It is entropy personified.
Because the Turbo Hawk, true to his name, is speedy. He is going for it. Oh, he is smiling, though. He is breaking his concentration.
It's that, Massimo is a caricature artist, so he does speed drawings and things constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly thinking while drawing, thinking while the pen is moving.
Meanwhile, Jonathan is an artiste. And so, we have the first few lines. See, Jonathan, on a serious note, he is a grand artist that has done work with Image, and he has a book called Bear Pirate Viking Queen, his creator-owned thing. and his style is abstract yet precise. And so he captures figures very accurately, but with a sense of movement that is, I think, entropic. You know, if I were to use
Personified, maybe?
If I were to make up that word, yeah.
And while Meesey is literally outlining all of the things he is drawing
Oh wow.
with such precision, it's kind of wild.
Yeah.
It looks like he has gone straight in for the caricature or for the figure first.
Yeah. I think so.
For the face, started with the face.
You know, for both, it's interesting to see where artists begin. Because here, it's almost as if we have no idea what is happening. No idea. And yet, hopefully it will come together.
That's right.
Yeah. And the winner gets to go home tonight.
Yes. The other one has to stay. They have to stay and clean up.
Exactly, yeah. How many artists are there in the audience today? And says, okay, so here's a question for you guys. When you attack a page, do you think first? Or do you go straight to it? Do you think on the page? Just like, shout out, dancers. Think?
Think.
Okay.
Think.
He said,
Thumbnails.
thumbnails. Interesting. Neither of these artists seem to be thinking.
One of the reasons that I wanted to do this specifically with Mahdi is Mahdi's a vibe artist.
Yes.
And I am not.
That's true.
I am a planner.
That's
Get
true.
everything done
Right.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a, I go on the page and I start at the top left corner, and then by the time I reach the bottom, that's when I know what I'm doing.
Should we go to one of these contestants now?
I think so.
Meesey, what is in your thought process right now? What's going through that head?
I think thoughts just get in the way of drawing.
No thoughts, only draw.
The artists are a very special breed where
right.
they cannot talk and draw at the same time.
Right.
Johnny, what do you have to say about these controversial statements?
Yes.
Just what I thought.
What's going on over here?
Let's see.
We now have a semblance of a hand.
Well, I need another vantage point, Jamie.
Did you start with the shoulder here?
I did. I started up here.
Oh, wow.
The most important part of the figure.
That's right, yes.
Back of the
The
deltoid.
back of the deltoid.
And we have different line weights, different colors happening. The Turbohawk has kept with one steady line.
Yes.
Interesting.
Wow, we're getting backgrounds here. Now, when you do backgrounds for your books, do you rule out all of the perspectives, or do you just go in it like you are now?
I wouldn't rule out anything at this point, James.
These artists seem to be regretting having participated in this event.
They were told about this not an hour ago.
Yes. We've known about this for weeks, so you'd think we'd be more prepared. But like the page, I like to improvise.
And I wrote a whole script, but in the moment you have to throw that out. Go
So-
with how the spirit moves you.
Exactly. So normally, would you guys, speaking of the artists now, would you guys pencil something out first? What kind of pencils do you guys use?
Wooden pencils?
Okay, we got wooden on one side. It's getting pretty.
It's getting great.
It's getting hot out. Can you breathe, Jamie? I'm having trouble breathing.
Ooh, this bow tie is coming off very soon.
What about you, Johnny? What do you?
No, actually, I would thumbnail everything first, but I wouldn't draw. I wouldn't pencil anything. I go straight in with ink.
Interesting.
Not unlike what I'm doing now. I would just have more of a plan.
Right.
Now, what are the tools that you guys are normally using? Right now, we are seeing excellent drawing with
Yeah.
Expo markers,
Yeah.
which is crazy in and of itself. If you've ever tried to draw with Expo markers, they are not fun, and they are not forgiving. So, except that you can erase it with your finger.
That's true.
And that's nice.
I
So,
wonder if we'll see smudging.
I wonder, can we see smudging? Is there smudging involved?
Perhaps a licked thumb will find its way across the board. Who knows? We don't know. We don't. Oh,
Textures.
we see
Textures,
now.
textures.
Interesting.
What is your inking method, inking tool of choice? What are you normally using when you do a page?
I like microns or brush pens.
Nice. A specific type of brush pen? I know there's several now in the world. Everyone's trying to jump on that brush pen bandwagon.
It's true. I think the zebra brush pens, or just a good old-fashioned Winsor Newton brush.
It's a good old-fashioned Winsor Newton brush guy.
That's it.
And a zebra brush pen. I like the zebra brush pens. How do you feel about that, Marty?
Zebra brush. I don't know what they are. But
Great, I'll give you one.
yes, thank you, please. I tend to use whatever I have on hand.
So what are you using on your day-to-day inking work?
I use traditional nibs, dip pens and brushes as well. I like the Raphael Kalinskis when I can find them, and different nibs from I get some from Japan from what's it called, from Jet Pens I order, but I don't remember the brand. Or Browse is a very good brand that I like from Germany.
Jamie,
Browse from Germany.
what we've done here is cruel and unusual.
Yes, and I
Because
think we're going to continue to do this for years and years.
I think so. Artists, stop. Continue. All right. No, but actually, I would like to, for the audience, as you're seeing these ideas come to life, does it look like what you guys thought it was going to look like in terms of how they started and how they were almost abstract and then it got into some kind of a reality thing? Anyone can shout out.
I thought he was drawing the landscape first, but then it turned into over the shoulders.
Interesting.
Always keep them guessing.
How are you? How are you personifying entropy?
Yeah, we have
which
yet
is
to
a,
see-
which is a miserable thing.
We have yet to see that.
have to do. I apologize. Don't blame me. Blame Michelle Fife.
Do we remember the prompt?
Birdman?
A wizard fights off personified entropy while a birdman flies away.
Oh, wow. There is no Birdman on Jonathan's page.
Not yet.
Yet.
There's a bird.
There's a bird on a man. You see, this is why artists... this is why we never get accepted in society. He's like, yeah, I drew the bird, motherfucker. Oh, my God.
Messi's really going in it. He's adding some color. Oh, color with clouds.
Oh, my God.
We're going into color. I guess we have a color variation over here.
Johnny has his hand in the cookie jar.
That's right. Grabbing,
What is going on?
finding the pen that he needed. He wanted some orange.
Orange.
Is orange entropy?
It's color theory.
Ooh.
Yes.
We are witnessing color theory
That's wild.
as he's using the opposite sides of the wheel right now.
That's right.
To create what, Johnny?
No, the opposite of purple is yellow.
Well, obviously, like I said, I'm unqualified. I don't know why
We're
I'm
also
here.
using secondary colors.
Are we?
Purple and orange, secondary colors.
I take back everything I said, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny, why'd you pick orange?
Secondary colors and entropy.
There you go.
yeah.
Really why I picked it.
I wish I knew what I was talking about.
So, Meesey, you're going in a lot with the backgrounds. You're adding all the bricks and texture. How much
Think, Johnny,
backgrounds
think.
do you think is enough backgrounds when you're working on your own comic that is not this?
As many as it takes.
As many as it takes. That's a good answer. These are quick answers from the artists as they are.
As they're getting angrier, their
Yeah,
answers
yeah.
are getting quicker. We might have lost 2 friends, Jamie.
And our bond has become stronger.
Yes.
Yes.
Inseparable at this point. Interesting. Is that a tiny hand?
It's in forced perspective.
Sure, yes.
Yes. What we're seeing here is forced perspective. Mahdi, I don't
Yes.
know if you.
Yes, I know what that is.
Yes.
Let's move on now.
The hand is so far back from the frame that it.
Yes, that it is forced
Yes.
into perspective.
It's perspective.
Thank you. I am a cartoonist, guys. I swear to you. I do stuff. Do we have any questions from the audience?
Yeah. We can take questions.
I guess not.
Oh, well, yeah. How was your day? How's life?
How are things going for you?
The things are fine. All right.
Didn't you have a whole panel about how you shouldn't ask people about their brush when you interview, and then you ask the exact same thing?
Well, this is an interview. We're asking people about brushes and things that they use when they're not using.
I'd like to know more about this controversy.
Listen, there's
Interesting.
been a lot of talks today. It's 4 o'clock. I've been talking for so long.
How many contradictions have there been, Jamie?
Probably 20, at least, minimum 20.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, we had a whole panel earlier about asking good questions, and it was not to ask what brush you used. And I immediately went, "What brush are you using?"
Do you use a brush, Jamie?
I do use a brush.
Okay.
Silver Black Velvet, number 4.
See,
I got it as a joke because it's silver black. I don't know why. It's squirrel hair and it's a synthetic blend.
Squirrel hair is that?
Yeah.
Sounds like animal cruelty to me.
Someone was mentioning that brush to me earlier today.
Well, you know,
Maybe it was you.
it was not, but sounds like a man with good taste or a woman.
You know, I've never known the names of the tools. I've always used Pages as a working tool.
Yeah.
And so the original art never, I don't know. It's like anything that goes in my hands, I want to go on the page.
That's interesting.
There's nothing that's, yeah.
Do you try and test things before you get on? That's a good question for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you try all of your tools before you put it on the page, or do you let it
I like
kind
to
of figure it out while you're doing it?
I'd like to test it out on the page.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like to see, you know.
So the printed page is the final
Yes,
end product, and the artwork is just the vehicle to get you there.
exactly. That's how I feel about it, yeah.
Do you try out your tools and methods before you draw?
Not if I can help it.
Man,
You see, it's grit,
it's grit.
I think, yeah.
See, I don't have it. I am a man who constantly is testing and trying things and trying to figure out how I want to do it.
My question is, will there be dialogue included in these drawings?
Oh, interesting. That's an interesting thing. We never do. Well, the script does not dictate that there are dialogue, but
But it means it's open-ended, doesn't it?
it is open-ended.
Yeah, I think so.
We've got some colorings going on over here. Stars on a cloak. Good thing
Both people
have done it. Let's talk about the similarities between the two of these artists.
Yes.
Wizards both have beards.
Yeah.
Wizards both have cloaks with stars.
Yes. So it goes back to iconography, how we kind of have a shared, collective sort of bigger words that I'm using now to seem smarter than
Yes.
I am. And yes,
Well, it's kind of like entropy personified.
There we go.
We all have maybe a similar way that we see the world, or
Absolutely.
we're looking at things,
absolutely.
trying to communicate images.
Yes.
It's all comics.
Yeah.
Right?
Interesting.
There's
How-
entropy personified, I think, is two very different ways for two very different artists. We have, I think Meesey's going in for the joke.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little thing with big buck teeth
Yeah.
and some eyes. And
Perhaps we didn't realize that entropy personified
yes.
was actually this moment we're all sharing together. Isn't life beautiful? You're welcome, everybody.
Oh, we
Oh,
do have some
we
dialogue.
have
We
some
have some
words.
dialogue coming in.
Johnny, write some.
Who can turn a better phrase? We've changed from artist to writer.
No, but now it's like, oh my God.
Who might you be? Entropy.
Ah,
It's funny because it rhymes.
yes. There's a lot of dead air right now. I'm sorry.
There is.
We got entranced in
It's
some.
engrossing.
Um,
I'm getting lost in the entropy.
this is too much.
I have a question.
Yes,
How would have you tackled this problem?
I wouldn't.
Oh.
The answer is
Well, I
no.
can show you right now. Excuse me. I don't know. How would have a wizard fighting off? I think I would have gone a little more simplistic. I think.
Interesting.
I think I would have done silhouettes, because I'm lazy by nature. I think.
Right,
So I like to
right.
find the quickest way, hopefully, to do something.
I will say both artists have started in a similar manner, where it's wizard foreground
Yeah.
on the left-hand side
Right.
of the page, which is how your eye is going to follow it, right?
Yeah.
So if you get a prompt that's this happens and then this happens because of that,
Yeah.
right? So we have
As comic artists.
as
Yeah.
all artists, Monty. We don't need to.
Sequential.
Yeah,
no.
but sequentially, right? If you're trying to tell the story and the
Yeah.
writing comes in and says you have a wizard fighting
Right.
entropy personified,
Right.
that's the main focus of the sentence.
Yeah.
And if we treat each panel as a sentence,
Right.
or that is how
Yeah.
this particular prompt worked, you have to read that from left to right.
Yeah.
Similar, these gentlemen have both attacked it from left to right.
Well,
right?
because when if you were to take two fine artists or two different mediums, two filmmakers, directors, whatever, they might have it tackle it differently. Whereas because these guys are working cartoonists, they are thinking about it they can't express it not on a page. So this would be on a page. For me, this is the top half of a page later, nerds. There you go. No, and they're doing it in a way that would serve the story.
And lead the eye
Yeah.
to the next panel, right? Like that's another thing that's
Absolutely.
happening here is you're going through the image into the other image. And that's really
Yeah.
it's interesting to see how the language of comics is exemplified
Yeah.
through the two very different styles.
Absolutely.
It's almost the same image twice,
Yeah,
as it should be.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It's, style can dictate mood and tone
Absolutely.
so much. There was a lot of conversation earlier at a panel earlier about how much do you give an artist for a script, or how much do you do that? And one of the things that I think this is kind of promoting or showing
Yeah.
is artists can take the direction. It can be the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Know who your artist is. Know
Yeah.
what you're trying to do
Right.
in your script.
Well, we could actually talk about that quick because we have both traded pages in each other's work,
Yes, this is true.
and we both have very different styles of writing for others.
Yes.
Where Jamie is more of to write the story, he sent me layouts. And so he was like, page 1, this, and this, and this happens. And then I had to interpret the layouts and either embellish or take out and just do with it what I wanted. And me, I sent him one sentence that says, they do this and then this happens, and a song. And I'm just like, listen to this song, please. And so that's how we
Yeah.
we did it.
Yeah.
And both we were able to use, the sequential art and make our stories, yeah.
Yeah, tackling things from different perspectives, tackling things in different ways.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's why the medium works and why
Yeah.
we have two artists that are doing well in the comics biz.
That's right, yeah. We've entered the serious portion of the panel.
Yes. Each artist is completely silent.
Yes.
Thoughts
Concentration.
gone.
As the final moments.
There's a lot of filigree going on Meesey's page, and I want to ask him where his thought process is on the filigree.
Yeah.
How do you feel about filigree?
Never met him.
Or do you have a methodology or a kind of idea of where the tick marks are coming in the bricks, or do you just place them willy nilly? Do you have are you never going to put 2? Are you never going to put 4? Are you only ever going to put 3? Kind of. Do you have that kind of thought process when you're going in and doing something, or are you just seeing what feels right?
I think 3 is a magic number when it comes to ticks and squiggles.
Johnny, how do you feel about filigaments? how do you feel about that?
I tore my ligaments when I was younger, so it's tough road back, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do we have going on here? Now that I'm gonna block you for like 2 seconds. Do you want to switch?
Let me annoy. Here we go. Exciting part.
All right. So what do we got going on here? You're adding more things. Oh, that is a Birdman. That's the guy.
And also, I wonder, will these artists stop on their own, or will they?
Go until we.
Huh?
Oh, we can stop.
No, not
You
yet.
stop when the piece is done.
Yeah.
In the medium, a page can take a minute. It can take 3 days.
This is true. That's true. How long does it take you to normally finish a page?
I do 2 days is what I give myself per page.
Per page, 2 days per page.
Wouldn't you say it depends on the work that you're doing? Like if you have, let's
I will give
say,
myself more than 2 days. Yeah, sometimes it's 1 day, sometimes it's 2 pages in a day.
but let's say the script is so wonderfully inspiring.
Say Mahdi Khene wrote a script for you, and he really wants to know that he did a good job. How long are you spending on a page?
For Mahdi's pages, I make it a point to spend no more than 20 minutes on a page.
Yes.
As a rule.
It's that inspiring. You
Two-
see, it's that.
He doesn't have to think. All the thinking's done.
It's already there.
Yeah.
He just has to tap in and just.
And just draw. That's
beautiful.
right.
How about
Meesey,
you?
same question. Hold up the mic to him. Or I guess he's got a mic next to his face, but
I think it would depend on the song that you added with the script.
how long does it take to listen to the song?
Yeah.
Is it the Grateful Dead? Is it
It
K-pop?
could be like a 3-day page.
Yeah, could be. We have backgrounds coming in. It is interesting to see what we place in midground, foreground, background for each artist. That's where the biggest differentiation has come about.
Yep.
They both start with wizards in the foreground,
Yep.
and then we have in Meesey's midground we have the castle, and the
Yep.
background you have the Birdman flying away. We have over here wizard, entropy. Midground is the Birdman, castle, background.
I wonder
Interesting choices.
if we had said the prompt backwards, what would have happened? You know?
You're really bad about it.
I got nothing, people. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do we have any questions? Any questions for the artists drawing? Yes.
What's something they've learned through their journey as becoming artists?
What is something that you have learned through your journey becoming an artist?
About art? About life?
About anything. Yeah, like
Anything, everything, life, the universe, everything, sex, drugs, rock and roll.
just as an artist.
I have learned. The serious answer is I've learned how difficult it can be to try to emulate or copy a style that doesn't come naturally to you. Whatever style means to you, however you naturally produce work, is going to be the easiest way to produce work. And when you are able to sort of embrace that, I think that the work comes a little easier. Whether you like it or not is a separate sort of piece of the creation, but the actual creation itself, when you are being true to however you would naturally create art, is the easiest way for me to create the art, if that makes sense.
Meesey? Beautifully said.
I would say draw faster than the speed of second thought.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. I feel like that's a very Mahdi approach.
To not think?
Yeah,
I always say sling ink and don't think. Man.
that's what a phrase. It rhymes. Must be true.
But I don't know. I think because are you an aspiring cartoonist?
Yes.
You want to do you do your pages, you have your own ideas, you do your books and everything. And so, would you, when asking the question, do you feel like you're looking for a reason to do it, or like a road?
No, I was just interested to know, like, from them, to be honest with you, just
Sure.
their perspective on it. Like, me,
My
I
man
know
is just
my
trying to
own-
shut you up for 2 seconds. He's doing a community.
I'm trying to connect here, all right? I'm trying to connect here.
I would say one of the biggest things I learned, it's not rocket science, but like finish a project. If you're doing sample pages all the time and then showing these sample pages, I'd say finish a whole comic. That'll get you further than just doing samples upon samples. Like,
It's true.
Yeah.
that's the furthest I've gotten thanks to that.
Be less precious with your work. Be less precious about your work. Take criticism, whether you agree with it or not. Take it on board, and then be willing to learn, redo, start again, add whatever you need to do.
Yeah, all good advice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything that I've learned as an artist that is reaffirming.
I have a lot of things that I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, do it as much as you can so you can forget more than you do. No,
Absolutely.
That's a good.
Yeah, the less you have and the less you get in your own way, the better. The
Yeah.
more you forget what's stopping you, the more you forget what demotivates you, the more you forget all those things, the faster you'll be able to just be free in your work. And once you're free in your work, you're free in your ideas and you're free in your life. So just
I try to break down a lot of my pages very simply, and I go in knowing exactly what I'm going to do. Right? I break things down into four columns or 4 rows, and that's how I'm going to break down every page. It gets me out of the way of having to think about starting a page because the panels are already there. Right?
Sure.
It's already there, and I can think about other things. Yeah, just not thinking about the small things
Right.
and getting into composition,
yeah,
shading, figures, forms,
and also
entropy personified.
Yeah. And also, don't be too concerned with being productive either, you know? Because the minute you start putting that weight on your work is when it starts to kind of suffocate and it starts to be... The brain is always working. So if you're not doing anything, you're still doing something. Your brain is literally uncovering the mysteries of your mind. You know what I mean? It's a big thing. And so that's when inspiration hits. That's when it comes. And then you'll feel like, I feel motivated. I feel good. That's all it is. You just got to be okay with living and resting. And
This
then
is interesting
it'll come.
advice from a man who puts out a book, every 2 days?
It's because I'm chilling.
I don't think about it.
That's it, yeah.
I constantly fret about the things that I am doing, and I put out a book quarterly, so that's...
You know, I think in comics, I always say that a page is meant to be turned. So if people are lingering too long on it, then I don't think you did your job right in terms of a cartoonist.
Yes.
As an artist,
I can agree.
Johnny, I'm not singling you out. I'm not saying that. I am. No. All right, fellas.
Where are we at? What's the time on
Speaking
the
of lingering
clock?
too long on the... So,
We've been doing this thing for 40 minutes. I'm surprised. I was expecting this to take longer, but I don't know why.
Interesting.
We got 2 quick artists here.
Yeah.
Maybe too quick for art.
Maybe Nesquik. Let's see what they have.
Yes. Shall we evaluate? Are you done? Have you finished?
Yes.
All right. Our 2 artists have finished. Let's let's
Now
come
you
together.
guys
Let's look at the
can
things.
critique each other.
Oh yes, please. Here's a microphone. Let's compare and contrast. See how people are looking at the stuff, looking at the world.
I mean, I see, just like all of us, different perspectives, both beautiful in their own right. Some funny, some tragic, some sad, some simple, some easy, some difficult, but it's all good. It's all beautiful.
So entropy personified.
Yeah.
Take us through your method and thought process of how you come up. Now that you're done drawing and you can think a little bit, how did you come about that?
Fight!
I would say this is just the first reaction, like the first you hear, the first the first thought I had. Don't think twice. I like
Yeah.
that. This is it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we've got life, death, beginnings, endings, whatever that middle ground is. Skulls are fun to draw. There we go.
Meesey?
I wasn't able to fit in a fart joke, but try to put in everything else. But that's basically what I visualized when you were reading Michelle's prompt. And try to fill it in as clearly as possible.
He gave me 3 to choose from,
Oh.
and I chose the one with the weirdest
The
subject
most,
matter.
The most entropy.
Yeah. The other ones were like, guy shoots a Nazi. Like the shadow shoots a Nazi. And I was like, I understand what that is. What's entropy personified?
To me? No.
Well,
What
just
to
say
who?
it to everyone.
I'm
to
sorry,
all of us.
I blacked out. What's happening here? Where am I?
It's late in the day. I'm tired. Both artists are done. This is the Jamie Mahdi Power Hour.
Yes.
Is it 45 minutes?
I
Do we
think
end
so.
there?
We did it so well.
We did it so quick.
It's under an hour.
That's right.
A round of applause for our artists.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh. Again, guys, thank you for doing this. They literally, I asked them like an hour ago. Did not plan. They did not plan to do this. Mahdi and I have known about this forever. So,
Yes.
so thank you for doing it. Hopefully, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Make more
Hopefully.
Make more art, make more things.
Yeah. And I think it'd be fair if we actually if we jump in and put our money where our mouth is.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Well, thanks for being here. This was the last panel of the day. Enjoy the rest of the show. We've got an hour and 15 minutes left. Yeah. Great. Go get these guys comics. These guys are great. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.